Right, welcome ladies and gents to Doctor Who Season 2, Episode 5 review. What was it called? The Story and the Engine? My goodness me, Doctor Who. Doctor Who, Doctor Who, Doctor Who. Just can't quite help itself. Now that they've got a black doctor, they must go into effectively like racial grievance stories all the time. Now, as a whole episode, if you remove the little bits of agenda that they're pushing, it's actually a pretty decent episode, right? I will absolutely give it that. Genuinely. Like, the main crux of the narrative was actually pretty damn decent, right? It centres around a guy who has basically co-opted a barbershop in Nigeria. I think it was Nigeria. Lagos, Nigeria. Pretty certain. Correct me if I'm wrong. And he wants people to tell stories in his barbershop that he stole so he can power a giant spider engine to the center of the Nexus to then kill the gods or something like that, right? So just as an overall thing, yeah, like it's proper out there, but it's quite cool. It is a bit odd that we're going to like gods and things like that in Doctor Who when it was never really that, but fine, whatever. Kind of has been, but anyway, point is, right, bit out there, kind of cool as a narrative, it sort of works. But then enter the Doctor, you know, talking about going to Nigeria and basically starting to profess how it's the one place he feels at home because he's black now. What? How monumentally absurd. How monumentally absurd. He's an alien. He's the last of his kind. But having a black body makes him feel like he belongs in Nigeria now? Like, what? Is this utter codswallop? Absolute codswallop. Like, genuine nonsense. That is not something that would happen. It is absolute just crap. It's just crap. So there was that. That happened. That was an element. So the Doctor and Belinda obviously go to Nigeria. And coincidentally, this is the barbershop that he wants to be at. Now, that the Doctor wants to be at. There does seem to be an implication that he's had like a gay romance with the owner of the barbershop. Or something like that happened. I don't really know. It's not really... It's sort of hinted at. Like, there's sort of like some subtext there. But it's not out and out stated. So, okay, fine. Sure, whatever. But then there's the subtle jabs. The additional subtle jabs that come from this new... Well, I guess sort of... The powers that be behind Doctor Who. So, when the Doctor is trying to get out of this guy who's co-opted the barbershop to reveal his identity, there is quite literally a line. You're just a troll on the web, hiding your identity. Oh my god. Oh my god. And it's these things that let it down. I don't think there was an episode with David Tennant's Doctor where he was talking about going to Scotland and feeling welcome because, you know, Scottish and, you know, like things that I don't recall that. I don't recall that being a thing. But now they've got a black Doctor, Nigeria, he feels welcome because he's black, even though he's Rwandan, but okay. All the same, apparently, according to these people. And it is interesting, isn't it? You know, these people that promote the sort of new globalist open borders agenda, they're the first ones to move to, you know, a form of segregational mentality and groupthink. Well, I'm black, therefore I feel welcome amongst black people. So, okay then, so why are you coming to a country populated with white people then? Why are you promoting that then? Surely just go home, right? It's just absurd. These people are walking contradictions. I'm not saying black people can't be here, by the way, but you can see that that rhetoric is absurd when it's coming from these kind of people. And yes, and then there's like just some other piles of nonsense in this. Those are the main grievances I have, agenda-wise. Right? I'm black. The dialogue is even. He even starts out that line by saying, I'm an evolved being, a higher being. And I've had many bodies. Now this black body makes me feel welcome in Nigeria. It's like, mate, you're a higher being. You're an evolved life form. Surely you're evolved past segregational social politics. No? What is this crap? Like, what are you doing? And it's these subtle digs that he just can't help himself. The subtle digs keep coming through. You're just a troll on the web, hiding your identity, because the Nexus is a web, basically. So the guy is literally on the web with a giant spider. So I can't quite tell if this is supposed to be an allegory, like, for trolls on the web or not. Maybe it is, I don't know. It's bloody nonsense, though, is whatever it was. You can definitely tell there's a bigger budget. You can definitely tell, you know, they're trying to up the quality. But, man, the writing and the cinematography sucks. I've spoken about this before. From a technical level, the cinematography elements, they've really screwed it all up. Right, it looks too clean, too crisp. Use some older lenses, some vintage lenses or something. Drop the frame rate. Right, like shoot it like it actually has a higher budget. Stop making everything clean like a weird sitcom. And again, just the dialogue itself, outside of those things I said, there's still the "oh babes" and all of this kind of rhetoric. Sort of just those kind of phrases are not something that the Doctor should say. And then come the end of the episode, everyone's all happy and hunky dory and nothing bad's happened to anyone. You're like, oh, okay then. So the guy that was going to kill everyone, he's fine now, is he? He can just go off and continue working in the barbershop. Okay then. Nonsense. I do like, though, how when Belinda came out the TARDIS and they show her walking through a Nigerian market, that she is hassled and heckled. Because that does happen. I mean, far worse, to be fair. Would be way worse. I used to work in the States. When I went to Jamaica, God, you get hassled all the time, non-stop. Hey, man, it's free, man, blah, blah, blah. And you're like, it's not free, is it, mate? Come on, you want some money? Shut up, leave me alone. You just get harassed. So frustrating. Anyway, it was garbage because of those. They just can't help themselves. And I don't think he cried. There you go. I don't think he shed a tear. But it was still garbage. Anything that has this agenda in, straight up garbage. Garbage. Garbage, garbage, garbage. Anyway, there you go. It was garbage.